I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is a Public Housing Authority Board meeting, November 18th, Wednesday, and it's right at 5 o'clock. Roll call, please.
Chairman Louis Trujillo.
Present.
Commissioner David Romero.
Here.
Commissioner Elaine Rodriguez.
Present.
Commissioner Michael Montoya.
Present.
Commissioner David Ulibarri Jr.
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We do have a quorum.
Thank you. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'd like to just take a moment of silence for the people in our community who have been ill with coronavirus, and to friends and family, extended family as well, who have been affected by the virus. We look forward to meeting together and coming up with solutions and finding ways to help people to stay safe and to meet the governor's health order. I'd like to pray also for Ms. Anadine Gonzalez, a member of our church, and sang with the choir for many years at our church, and her family, Eloy, Adrian, Novella. She passed away earlier this week. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, approval of the agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Mr. Romero has a motion on the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chair, we need a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Second, please.
Second.
Second, Mr. Ulibarri. All in favor?
Aye.
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 The motion carries. Thank you, Cassandra.
Mr. Chair, approval of minutes is the next item for 10/21/20, October 21st.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Motion by Mr. Romero. Second, please.
Second as well.
Second by Mr. Ulibarri. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, Cassandra.
Mr. Chair, we have no public input at this time, so our next item is presentation, and we have the Housing Authority Finance Report by our Deputy Director, Natasha.
Okay. I'd like to just stress to the public that we're on the phone. HUD issued a directive to all their employees saying that they cannot be in-person meetings anymore, that all their meetings have to be either televised or recorded or telephonic. So that is why Natasha and Carrie are not present with us tonight. So Natasha, take it away, please. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Commissioners. Tonight you have the Housing Report, Revenue and Expenditure Report. This is through October 31st, 2020. If you look at the dwelling rent, we are right a little bit actually over what we were expecting to get. Our houses are staying occupied. So we're at $190,827. For operating subsidy accrued, we're at $254,346. We had budgeted $241,667 for the year, so we're right in line there. Housing other income, we're not doing any charges for late fees, that kind of stuff. So our charges are rather low, so we're only at $247 again. And then the transfers in, these aren't transfers in from CFT, this is actually the repayment transfer that's already ahead of schedule at $122,074, giving us a total of $567,494. And then on the expenditure side, the employee expenses for this month are going to be rather low. You have to remember that both the executive director and myself The third of our salaries isn't going to come out until November. So in November, you guys are going to see a little bit of a spike on the employee expense side because we will be following the management agreement, and we're charging that line item to stay in line with everything. So it will go a little bit higher there next month. But right now, year to date, we've spent $146,522 on employee expenditures, and on operating expenses, $210,973 year to date. So that brings us to 25% of the total budget for the year for expenditures, and we're already at 33% of the year. So it is rather good right now. I do want to add in there that we are going to be starting that 10-unit project soon, so that will be an added expenditure in there under the operating expenses for the AV services, and the remainder will get paid out of capital fund and RHS fund. Also, we did submit a letter to use two RHS funds that were expiring. We submitted some letters out to our field office, well, actually to the Office of Capital Improvement, to see if we can get those back allocated to us so we can use those for the 10-unit remod as well. Thank you.
Any questions, comments? For the record, Natasha and Terry, is there anything in this budget that you need to make the board aware of right now?
No, sir, not at this time. I mean, it's, as you can see, we are running, our expenses are well within the budget, and they should actually remain that way. With my salary and the executive director, or the deputy director's salary being actually split three ways, it kind of reduces the expense to the authority.
Good. That's good news. Thank you so much. Comments? Board members? No? All right.
Mr. Chair, next item is the Housing Director's monthly report. And I believe we have Terry.
And, can everybody hear me all right?
Yes, Terry.
Okay, good. Well, I just, want to, once again, to begin with, to do that in my reporting catch, but I want to commend my deputy director, Natasha, and all the staff there in Las Vegas. They're just well qualified and great to have them there. Part of our, as part of the transfer that's taking place, we did, as of last week, we have a new computer system in place, new phone system. Everything's been upgraded, and little by little we're transitioning away as a department away from the city of Las Vegas. Hopefully to free up some time for your staff in Las Vegas also with IT issues and phone issues. In addition to that, going on the administrative staff, we're working hard to emulating this and trying to get those units turned that are available. Fortunately, there's not a lot of empties in Las Vegas, which is a good thing on the housing side. May not be as good a thing on when you have people looking for homes, but that is, our goal is to get those units as full as possible. But the staff there is really good, working hard to keep those people, keep those units full and try to help as many people as we can. Going on the maintenance staff, they're going along, and we have advertised for an additional maintenance person to replace Charlie Gallegos that retired earlier in my year, but just recently he's going to be hard to replace. We began to work together to consolidate the material purchases where we are bringing larger quantities of material here into the Raccoon site and distributing them amongst Las Vegas and Taos and wherever else they're needed. I bought a bunch of ice mountains. Was buying it at a better price than what we can get by buying larger quantities, and along with that, I have a bunch of appliances coming in to replace appliances that have failed. So we'll bring those in, and then we'll transfer those into the Las Vegas site. I really feel very lucky that we have the training that we do have there in place. Retron in Las Vegas. They just have this very strong staff. And I wish I had the people in either one of these places in Taos that we have in either one of these places. There's the fencing project there at the Hot Springs site. We did, Natasha and I did, and along with the contractor, did go through and get an inspection of the Hot Springs fence that they're working on there. And they do have some items that they did still need to take care of. They were waiting on parts to finish that up, so as soon as that does show up, we'll get that completed, get that contract closed out. And then the paint project, as far as the face of the soffit, that we're kind of waiting on whether nobody's going to be right to do that, or we're going to have problems with the paint. Something that's kind of not obvious, but I have been dealing with is some of the roofing issues that you all have had in the past. I'm dealing with the contractor, Karen Raton, and the same contractor did some of the work there in Las Vegas as far as the roof repairs, and also dealing with the New Mexico Self-Insured Fund to find out where we're at with those repairs and payments and things of that sort. So that's something else I have been working on. The liabilities for the city regarding the repayment agreement, and the liabilities for the DOTs for the transfer of units of declaration of trust is what DOT stands for. We're getting all that straightened up. Natasha's going through and is doing a summary now. As done a summary, she's going to have to go back and redo it. It makes it a little easier for the attorney, to work through where works better for him. And as you can see, all of our transfer documents that they've submitted to HUD and have been submitted to headquarters, and we're looking at, they talked that last meeting this week that potentially we could have something as soon as middle of December, showing approving the transfers of the Raptor Housing Authority and also the Las Vegas Housing Authority into the northern region. And we look forward to having that in place, and the opportunity it is create for everyone, for Las Vegas, for the city of Las Vegas, for city of Raton, for Taos, and just the whole region. What we could do is grow as far as employee, quality employees, and provide more housing for the area. So that's where our goal is. So with that, I'll get any questions that any of the commissioners may have.
Anybody?
Mr. Mayor, how many units are available at the present time?
I didn't over here now, I'm sorry.
How many units are available right now?
Currently, I'm sorry, this is Natasha. Currently, we're completely full.
Okay.
We don't have any vacancies.
Okay.
Thank you. And that's pretty common, we have that, here in Raton, we have 1 unit, we have, in Maxwell, of all places, it's really hard to house people there. We have 5 units, and so in the bigger areas, there's more units available. I mean, I believe COVID has put an effect on how people looking for houses. We're getting a lot of people, I know here in Raton, that are coming out of Colorado for some reason. I don't know if they're helping find work or here, or just the housing is in that short supply in Colorado also. But I've seen a spike in those applications.
Thank you, Mr. Romero.
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Montero, go ahead.
Yeah, my other question was, if we have a constant average of 40 applicants per month, what's the answer to that in the near future?
Can I answer real quick? Just so everybody knows, as soon as somebody moves out, just because we don't have one available right now, as soon as they give us a 30-day notice, our housing managers and our maintenance crew are working with them. So we had 4 people move out. We had 4 people housed all within 1 month. So we did house 4 families this last month, and we did have 4 families move out. We're just turning around the units a little quicker, which is, they're in amazing shape when they do house. But that is why we have none available right now. But we do have a few houses that people have turned in their 30-day notices to. And so as soon as they're unoccupied, then our maintenance crew will go in, turn them around, and as soon as our maintenance crew gets in there, our admin staff is already calling the people on our waiting list, asking them to get ready. And so as soon as the unit is done and fully rehabilitated, then the families, basically the paint's drying and the people are already signing their lease. So it's been a really quick turn, and I have to commend our staff here in Las Vegas. They are doing an amazing job. Thank you.
And that's housing authority wide, where we follow that practice. And, as soon as we get we have those people vetted and ready to move in prior to the unit actually being becoming empty. So that way we can go ahead and house as many people as possible. And your question, there is people on the waiting list, and it's just one of those things. I mean, we can only house what we have available. One thing we will have is with us being able to, as part of the northern region, we will have Section 8 vouchers potentially available also to use in the Las Vegas area that we did not have in the past. And so that'll help also. Right now, I know we had 150 vouchers that we're trying to offer at this time, and we're working through that waiting list also. So there does open up some more opportunity for housing outside of public housing.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Romero?
Hello, Terry. This is Councilor Romero. I just wanted to address kind of what Councilor Montoya, but I had been in conversation with Natasha, and it's not like we're not continuing to accept applications. That's still happening. I know I had a conversation with Natasha. Yeah. So we're still doing that, and I know I sit on a Head Start Policy Council, and I did let them know that whatever private families do, we are taking applications at the housing. The other thing that I wanted to mention is when you have your next housing board meeting, would you be able to send us a link so we could, I think, the majority of us still want to advocate for housing, and, even though we're not, we won't have fiscal oversight, but, just so we could at least participate and be part of that.
Sure. Yeah, we're very glad to do that. We have a meeting scheduled for Monday, and what I will do is I will get everybody's email address, and I will send that link along also, so you all can listen into the meeting.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you. Anybody
Okay,
else?
agree.
Anyone else? All right, next order of business.
Next order of business, was that Commissioner's report, Mr. Chair?
That was.
Those were just questions.
Just questions.
Commissioner's report is next.
I need commissioners reporting. No? Next order of business.
Executive session?
Are there any items for executive session? No? Next order of business.
Adjourn?
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Montoya, second please.
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Second by Mr. Ulibarri. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you, Natasha, and thank you, Terry.
Yeah, yes, and thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Council, for everything that you guys do for the people of New Mexico. I appreciate you guys.
And thank you too.